Alright, welcome back to Chasing Clout. I'm Tobias, and this is between the, I'd say two cars, but we've got two wheels today.
Couple of wheels.
So yeah, and with me today I have Harold Kumar from White Castle.
What? Harold?
Sorry, someone told me you were in the, isn't that how you made your money? Isn't that how you got your GTRs?
Yeah, I always scramble around looking for burgers, can't you tell?
Yeah, I'm always at the burger joint. Do we even have White Castle here?
I don't think so, man. There's Carl's Jr. around the corner, but that's not really good.
Oh, it's not the same, it's not the same. No, I got Hemi here. Hemi, most people probably know, I don't know, but he's got probably some of the best car collections you'll ever see in Brisbane. Some of the most beautiful GTRs, which right here we got the S-Tune. What's to go with these S-Tunes? Tell me some stuff.
Oh man, I acquired this little girl in about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
From my very good mate down at V-Spec Performance, who reluctantly sold it to me.
Yep.
It's all built by a Mori factory, everything from the engine, the gearbox, suspension, wheels, body kit, the whole lot, little interior enhancements and things like that. I guess the main difference between this and normal GTRs that I drive, stock ones, is the way it responds. It's actually built to be put around a track.
Yeah, right, okay. Is that what they designed these cars for?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm not a guru, but I believe they do. This is more of a like a track day special, not like hardcore race car, but more of a like a club day, little hobby race.
Because Japan loves doing their club day sort of things.
Yeah, and look, the way the response is, you can actually play with the car. Like you press the throttle, and the car just, every movement you make, the car goes along with it. It's pretty cool. Comes on boost really early, and the tune that Nismo put in it, it's phenomenal. I haven't touched this thing in 2 years mechanically, and it is just the most unreal thing to drive. It doesn't make a bazillion horsepower, it makes 400, but
400 is pretty good. 400 horsepower is pretty good at all four, I'm assuming?
No, that's 400 at the crank.
Okay.
400 at the crank, which works out to be about 300 at the wheels,
nice,
which is heaps, man. Like I took it around Lakeside and kept up with most things.
But
it's not a drag race, not a straight line car. It's built to go around corners, and man, it goes around corners.
And then you got is the 33 an S-Tune as well?
I had,
you had one?
Yes, well,
Yeah. So
sadly, it's gone now, the red one.
Yeah, right.
That was exactly the same as this, but in the 33.
33 as well, alright, so yeah. So you've had some GTRs. How many GTRs do you reckon you've had?
Oh, at least 100. I've gone through 100.
Oh.
I've gone through 100.
Okay, 100 GTRs.
But I don't keep them all. So this is the big thing.
This is why you're probably the GTR god, right?
People, they've got this big vendetta against me because I think I buy them and I sell them to the States.
Is that why?
I've sent a car to the States.
So you just like making the prices go up,
No.
up.
It's not my fault, I swear.
Cash in.
You guys are making them go up. I'm just making a buck along the way and giving good cars to people in need.
Well, that's the way to do it, isn't it? That's the way to do it.
That's what you do, mate.
Yeah, that's right. You've had two R35s as well?
Oh, a few. I've had a proper Liberty Walk one, and a few others I've imported as well.
Yeah, right.
Great car. My favourite GTR, hands down.
Yeah, I was about to ask you what's your favourite GTR.
Don't tell the purists.
Yeah, right.
It's because I'm old now. And I'm not as good looking and skinny as I used to be. So for me to hop in a 35, there's a lot of comfort there.
Yeah,
it's big, it's automatic.
It's
fast, it's got Bluetooth cruise, and
it's just a nice
you don't have to worry about reliability issues.
Yeah, that's it, and it is a nice modern car, so it's got everything that
they look good, and they have a lot of road presence.
Yeah,
For the money, I don't think you can buy a better car.
Yeah, right.
Honestly.
Yeah.
No. You outlay 80, 90k. You can
not
buy
much
that.
up there, is there?
Well, you can buy that, or you're buying a top of the range Mazda CX-9 or something.
Or
Prado VX or
Isuzu D-Maxes, top of the range. Exactly right. I was like, well, that's a nice ute, and then I was blown away with how much they are now. I was like, 72 grand.
Everything
what
is.
What the fuck happened?
Nothing's cheap anymore.
Oh no, that's it.
But that's the way things go, man. Supply and demand.
That's it. Not many people understand that, but it is what it is. The other thing that I got excited about was you have a Porsche 930, which is not here.
Yes, sadly I was
my dream car.
I was hoping for it to be ready. So it's it's genuine RWB built by Akira Nakai-san in it was built in LA in California. in 2015 or so. Brought over, found its way into my hands. Needs a bit of love, just to get it back on the road. A lot of little things. It's been sitting around in a warehouse for 6 or 7 years. So, mate, I reckon I'm about a week away from that car being on the
exciting.
road.
Hopefully I'll get some footage of that. Hopefully you hit me up and we can do some extra filming.
We'll do some car karaoke when it's
car
ready.
karaoke, hell yeah.
You'll have to bring your
your
little friggin' JBL Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah, with those speakers. That's all right. I can supply the sound. I think I've got the songbird of my generation, but whatever.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So yeah. And then around the corner, what have we got? A 32 G?
There's a couple of Series 333s here. There's an FDRX7.
Yeah.
And then in the workshop, I've got my NER getting finished. What else have I got? A couple others on the way. Bayside Blue 34 on the way.
Yeah, which is the one I've been sharing actually, and was getting you guys to ask some questions that you wanted answered, which was, would you take a firstborn child for a car?
Would I take a firstborn child?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't even know if I can ask that.
I really like kids.
But yeah.
I really like kids, but I think I like GDRs just a little more.
Yeah, that's fair enough. They probably don't cry when you know.
But I think GDRs are more needy.
Yeah.
They're more needy than kids.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they
They're very
though?
temperamental.
Are they though? Because like I just had a kid and like the sleep, the lack of sleep. Mind you, I sleep alright because it's.
Looks like your missus is the one doing all the work.
Yeah,
mate,
she's doing all the work. So yeah. But no, that's cool. What's on the hit list next? What are you?
Mate, I very regrettably sold that red NSX.
Yes. Which
that was
also,
on its way to me and got sold in transit, which makes me really sad.
So you didn't even get to drive it?
I didn't even get to see it.
Yeah, right.
Stupidly sold it too cheap, as a few people will know. I'm still kicking myself about it, but I'm looking for another one at the moment. So if you have an NSX that's got some modifications, maybe a wide body kit or something, hit me up because
How many of them are in Australia though?
I think originally when Honda sold them in Australia before the importing started, they only sold about 200.
Yeah.
And I think 190 of those were automatic.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Because when they come out in the early 90s, it was a technological marvel.
Yeah, right.
And all the rich boys who could afford them at the time, because they were $200,000 in 1990, which was Ferrari 355 money.
Yeah, right.
People were keen to get an automatic because it was the thing to have. It was technology.
New cool thing. Yeah.
And next minute, nobody wants them anymore.
Yeah. give them here.
Mind you,
I'll have
my first NSX was automatic.
Yeah.
Man, those cars are built to cruise.
Yeah.
Like
right.
seriously, nothing on the road pulls more looks or gets more clout than rocking up somewhere in an NSX.
Yeah.
But then when you like hop out the car and people look in, they turn around and go, "Oh, it's auto."
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. Then you try and justify why it's auto.
I have an ISF and they only built them in autos. And you're like, yeah, but it's not really an auto. Like, it is, but it's not like your old school autos. Like, mine it changes gears in 1/10 of a second.
Yeah.
So, like, it's fine.
Oh, you can't beat them in drag races.
That's it.
But mind you, I think I got dusted by a brand new Corolla in my old NSX.
Yeah, right. So,
they're not the quickest, but
they turn heads.
They're not built to go fast. They're built to go around corners, and they do that exceptionally well.
Yeah. It's like
and they look great.
Lotus is the same.
Lotus is the same, yeah.
But then they corner like insane.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the kids these days, and I say kids because I'm probably twice as old as most of the people in the scene.
Yeah.
And you know, I think a lot of the kids, all they see is Instagram reels of 1,000 horsepower Supras on the highway gapping Bugattis.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen every day, man.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Even to build 1,000 horsepower these days, like, you know, because like you said, it's on Instagram. It comes into your top feed because it's the top thing. But to get to 1,000 horsepower, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I was trying to explain this to someone last night, but they didn't want to listen.
Look, not only is it a lot of work, they end up being, and I'm not dissing any workshops here, they're always unreliable.
Oh, of course. As soon as you start making power, man,
things just constantly break.
That's it.
People always tell me, "Himmy, I'm really surprised why you haven't got a 1,500 horsepower GDR." I said, "I'm not interested in it."
Yeah.
Because you take it out for a drive, and the next weakest link will break all the time.
Yeah.
So I have nothing against big horsepower cars. They're just not for me.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think they're cool.
Yeah.
They have a place in the world.
Yeah, that's it. I love a big powered car. Like, it's like, oh, that thing moves.
They have their place in the world.
It's just like, unless you got the money and that's what you chase,
yeah.
and it's just a
and don't get me wrong, when I was younger, like, okay, before Instagram and Facebooks and all this were around, I'm going back for you kids now. I'm 37. So before all that was around, we had a file sharing software called LimeWire.
Oh, yeah,
you know LimeWire?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would have been about 18, 19. I had, my first car was 88 Pulsar.
Yeah, right.
SVD, built by Nissan Special Vehicle Division.
Yeah, right, okay.
They come with factory with Recaros, factory front LSD.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yep, there's 250 mate, black with a silver bottom.
Yep.
So I had one of them, and I used to froth the JDMs, bro. Honestly, that's when 34 GDR first come out.
Yeah.
You could get them in Australia, they were 200k. So people who think shit is expensive now, it was expensive before as well.
Yeah,
it just dropped down a bit and it's gone back up again. So I used to sit there at night time and queue up all these videos to download on LimeWire.
Yeah, because you'd have to wait
Superverse
a day,
GDR.
man.
Yeah,
like a day.
I'd have my bloody modem would go on.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, fucking load up. And then you'd have to wait for it to download, so you don't know what you were getting because there's no previews.
Oh, the amount of times you get Rick-rolled, the original Rick-rolled.
It's not like when you go to Pornhub and it takes you 20 minutes to find the right video to jack off to. No.
You're guessing.
You're guessing.
You do these ones praying. Like, you know.
Half the time, like, okay, you go to bed and you're like, okay, I've got a Superverse GDR drag race I'm going to watch tomorrow. Or I've got such and such, Smoky Nagata doing friggin' a big drift around somewhere, or going 300 down the A1 in UK, and you get up, and half the videos were what they say they were, and the other half were
just some fucking
Ron Jeremy playing a rug, like it's
it's wild.
So I've been in it for a long time. People think I'm just here to make a buck, but I'll blow that misconception out of the water. I've loved all JDMs. I used to cut school, man, to play first Gran Turismo.
Yeah, right.
I took 3 days off, fake sick. You sit and play it when it first come out. Shit, man, I have a lot of memories with the old JDM cars.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So, have you ever thought about Lambos, Ferraris? Has that ever been something that you've?
When I was a little fella, that was a poster car, bro. It's everyone's poster car.
That's it.
When you're young, it's everyone's poster car.
I think it's also one of them. It's one of them cars where you feel like you can say you've sort of made it in a way, like, you know what I mean? Like,
in a very loud way.
Yeah, in a very loud way. It's like, oh, you got a Lambo, you're like, fuck, what do you do? Whereas, I only say that because, you've got GDRs here and cars here that are probably somewhat close to where you could buy one, you know what I mean? Like, but, it's not necessarily everyone's
Look, I think what happens is, as you sort of get older, your taste changes a bit. Not that it changes. I still love the idea of having a Lambo.
Yeah.
Or a Ferrari or something like that, but it doesn't excite me like it used to.
Yeah.
I see one of these and I still dote over it, and I'll still just like.
I think for me, that's Fast and the Furious. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's Paul Walker right there, and that's how I grew up, and that's what put me into cars. So like the original 34 GDR. And
not only that, but they're going to be, like, they're classics now, but they're going to be future classics too.
Yeah.
You look at some of these cars, like, for example, who was I talking to the other day? I think I was talking about NERS to someone the other day. Yeah. And they're saying, oh, how can people pay $500,000 for a NER? Yeah. I said, look, people are paying $2-3 million for Ferrari F40s. Yeah, okay, it's a Ferrari, and it was always that expensive.
Yeah.
Right, so they always got looked after. So they never got down to a valley in their values where people sort of turn their nose at them. Yeah. But there was less NERS made than there was F40s. Yeah. So in my mind, there's only one way they're going to go. Yeah. In terms of values. Yeah. So I think it used to be some of these cars, and people will get salty because they can't afford to buy them anymore. But what do you do, man?
Well, that's it. Like there's nothing you can do about it.
Everybody my age dreamt of this.
Yeah.
When they first come out.
Yeah.
And now, we can afford them. Yeah. We'll fucking pay whatever we want to get.
Well, I remember. Do you know Chris and Sophia? Chris, Mr. and Mrs. R34 GDR.
Yes, I do know. The two blues.
I remember. Because we did Grip Runner and we did a couple of meets, and I used to always talk to them. And they're lovely people. And I I remember her telling me the story of how she got her 34 GTR, and she was like, "Oh, I think I paid a fraction, a little bit more than I wanted to." But I was like, I seen her just recently. I was like, "Fuck, you must be just loving yourself," because she got, I think, what she paid and what they're worth now. I was just like, "Holy shit!" Like, you did yourself well. Like,
but it's not even a value thing. You know what I mean? Like the cars themselves, they do have a character and a charm, and they've got a soul and a personality. Where I just don't think. And again, not to offend anybody, I don't like I you know, I can go and buy a Huracan, but I just don't because. I don't know. That attraction's not there anymore.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think they have the soul that these cars do. You know, so I love them. I love looking at them.
Yeah.
And I'll sit there and I'm like, come on, car sales every day, waiting for the next one to get listed. But then I just don't pull the trigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. If it's not what you're after, it's not what you're after.
No,
it's
but,
like,
you know, I'd love one.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I also love these.
Yeah.
So I can't have everything. I can't have everything.
But I said this to Ben from Hot Shots a while ago, and like I can't remember what car it was, but when he first did one of the his VIP parking in that area, I parked up, and then this dude in a Mercedes 2-door. What are they?
Oh, the AMG GT, all the ones that go up.
Yeah. So he's pulled up. Man, there was kids everywhere. Everyone's looking at my car. I think that might have been one of your cars. I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe.
Might have been one of your cars. Everyone's rocking over that. No one is looking at the AMG. And I'm like, holy fuck, that AMG is beautiful. Like, I understand what that is right there, but to the young kids, they don't understand, man. Like, and that's what I guess is kind of a good thing, because like if I know how many heads this would turn. Like everyone would just be like, holy fuck.
Not really, to be honest. It's
really?
very subtle when you're driving it. Not really.
Yeah, but
I guess you don't really notice because you're so worried about other people running into you.
Because like I know when I park up, like even Chris's 32 GTR that he bought off you, the stock one, people just rock up and, oh my god, it's a GTR. There's nothing done to that car. It doesn't really stand out. It's
an Nismo, man.
But it's a Nismo.
Yeah.
Like, but if you don't know what you're looking at, it's just a GTR. But
P.S. Chris, I sold that to you way too cheap. I want to buy it back.
I don't know if he'll sell it.
Don't
know if he'll sell it. He's coming for you. Other cars.
Yeah, we'll maybe we'll see.
See what happens. But it's all the kids. They just see the GTR. That's it. Bang,
it's a great scene, man. Like I enjoy. And the good thing about cars, it's for all age groups. It's universal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it takes you away from life for a little while. Yeah. Which is nice.
That's the one thing I love about it, man. Like whenever I'm sad or I feel shitty, I just jump in my car and I just put my foot flat and like instantly, bang, like holy fuck, I feel so much better. Yeah.
I'm the same. Like sometimes you have a roughie of, have a bit of beef with the missus or something, or someone stressing you out. You just hop in one of these and you go for a bit of a drive, go get a coffee, go do something.
I just like cruise into the valley. It's like as soon as I hit limit,
no, 100%, bro. And some of the most genuine people I've met have been from the car scene.
Yeah, I think, and that's the other thing. Like you're always going to find toxicity in certain spots, but it doesn't matter what you do in life. Everywhere. But you just need to take a step back, look around, and you'll always find the most genuine people. But just if you get yourself wrapped into it, shit's going to come with it as well. But if you can take a step back, appreciate what's around, you'll soon find the car scene's actually pretty good. It
is actually really good, and you hear our lovely friend Mrs. Grimshaw always gives us a bad rap on Current Affair, but you get, like you said, you get that everywhere you go.
That's it.
You probably go to a chess tournament and you'll find some wanker in the crowd yelling about something.
That's it. Doesn't matter what you do.
It doesn't matter what you do.
You know, upset someone. There's like almost 8 billion people in the world. Of course people are going to get something.
From when I was, 14, 15, playing Need for Speed, whatever it was on my little computer with ad-lib sounds, to now, and I've been through a lot of phases in the scene too as well. Yeah. So I went through the whole auto salon era.
I was about to say auto salon.
Bro, auto salon era was amazing. We put I had a Toyota Prado with Lamborghini doors, suicides on the back, and like 150 grand stereo.
Holy fuck.
We couldn't find a body kit for it, so we cut the front and rear bumper in half sideways, and we just patched it up with like a Fiberglass panels in the back, or plastic panels in the back, fiberglass and all. Made our own custom.
Yeah, right.
Custom lowered bumpers.
Wild, yeah.
Was like had 26-inch wheels, and I think it had 12 TVs and a PlayStation in it.
Oh, shit.
So I went through that phase, and then I got into the JDMs after that when I could afford them a bit more. My first was a Mark III Supra.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, but I had the real shit one though. I had an automatic NA Australian delivered with the 7M.
Ooh.
I think in the 1 year I owned it, I did two head gaskets in it, bro.
Sick.
But it was a cool car.
Yeah.
It was a cool car. I had the when Autobahn started selling the aluminium GT wings.
Yeah.
I went in there first thing, man, got one, that bolted it on the car,
Yeah, right.
blue neons all around. And actually, while we're on the topic of neons, people diss auto selling, but all the shit that we used to do is coming back.
Oh, of course.
All the neons
everything
are back.
goes a full circle.
The wide bodies are back.
Everything just
paint's
comes.
back.
Yeah, everything comes back in full circle.
Wraps are back.
I think auto salons, like, everyone's starting to like sort of want to go back to that sort of scene of things,
But it wasn't like there was really well organised events, man.
Oh yeah.
They had separate sections of the hall where they did dyno runs and different competitions. You probably can't have bikini models these days because it's objectifying women, but
Yeah.
we'll slap you up in a mankini, mate. You look all right. Shave you down, teach you how to speak properly, you'll be right.
I'll shake this booty. I ain't afraid. Send the money.
And I remember they used to get artists from overseas, rappers and stuff to perform.
Do you know what's funny? I've been thinking about doing a meet, and that's something that I've been playing around with, and it was like, I'd love to bring like a rapper in.
Yeah.
With a live DJ and stuff, have it like proper, back in the old school days.
It was awesome, and people went to a lot of effort to display their car.
Yeah.
Right? You didn't just park in a fucking paddock.
Yeah.
And be like, JDM Nation.
Yeah.
We used to go out. We used to spend bulk money on with my Prado because it was like a gang, more of a raps theme.
Yeah.
And when you went and buy all these little props like little pink cups and chains and black satin, and I bought all these little fake plastic diamonds and put them all over. We used to have a lot of fun, man. We used to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the scene was cool. The scene's different now, but it would be cool to maybe do that type of thing with more JDM flavour.
Yeah, it's so hard because the whole scene's sort of splitting. You got people chasing power, doing their thing, and then you got the people that just want to build a nice car and park up, and then there's no sort of real in between. Like the people that do in between, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Where at Auto Salon, it was like no one gave a fuck about power back in the day. You know what I mean?
Not really.
500 horsepower, you were killing it.
Oh, you were like a monster.
You were the man. You were the man. If you had 500 horsepower, you were the man.
Bro, you had 18. Oh, you had 20s. You were the man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 26s.
Rims.
Holy fuck, you're the man. But these days it's like fuck Barrows and LS.
But there is a lot of events. There's events now out there which cater for everybody as well.
That's it.
Which is cool. I think Power Cruise is this weekend.
Power Cruise is on today.
It started today, has it? So, and again, that doesn't interest me. But there's heaps of people out there that love that stuff. So there's events for everybody.
Yeah.
I try and get out to a few when I can, but work's insane at the moment, so I'm doing my best. But
well, you got fucking GTRs to buy.
I got GTRs to buy, and
got upset.
I don't know why I upset people, man.
Stonks.
I said that to someone the other day, and they said, "You're too old to use that word."
That's the power.
I was like, "What?"
That's all good. All right. Well, we might wrap it up there, but thank you so much.
Mate, awesome.
Pleasure.
This was great.
Yeah,
and I hope you guys learned a little something and maybe realise I'm not such an asshole.
Himmy, he's not an arsehole, he's good. He just buys all the cars. So,
But if you need a GTR, come see me.
Yeah. And I'll link him, so Let's go for a quick little walk around anyway.